Quote, "Without unity, an image is chaotic and unreadable. Without variety, it's dull and uninteresting," says Donna from nrain.net. Unity and variety in a composition are said to be two of the most important principles of design. This is because these two principles hold a composition together. Effective design is achieved by a balance of these two principles. Elements within a composition need to be similar enough for us to perceive that they belong together, but different enough to be interesting. So how do we put these two seemingly opposite ideas together? Well, the first is this principle of unity. And here, the stakes are high. It's often thought that if composition or piece of art is not unified, it's not successful. When a composition is unified, all of its differing elements are working together to support the design as a whole. Unity is whether a piece of art or design is harmonious or cohesive. This is also called Gestalt Theory, which, stated simply, says that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Or basically, we try to make order out of chaos. Take, for example, a car. The car itself is greater than merely the mechanics, the metal, and the motor. In viewing the whole, or the car in this example, a cognitive process takes place. The mind makes the transition from realizing the individual parts to comprehending the car as the whole. In a painting, we comprehend the entire image instead of seeing just the paint, the canvas, and the brush. This is humanity's way of visually and psychologically organizing information. And we do this in several ways. I will explain several ways we do this and show you examples of how it's done. The first is we create unity by proximity. Proximity is grouping by nearness. The closer the elements are together, the more likely they're going to be seen as a group. We also organize information by using repetition. Repetition is grouping by similarity. If elements are similar, they are perceived as related and thus grouped together. An element can be repeated, such as a line, shape, or color, texture, or value. Repeating other features also creates unity, such as repeating the same angle or size. Repetition is one of the simplest and most effective ways to unify a design. Another way to create this unity is by alignment. Alignment is one more way to accomplish unity throughout a composition. Though simple, it's not always easy to accomplish. Alignment is the lining up of edges of an object, and this allows the eye to group these elements together. If you're OCD, you might have some serious issues when alignment is incorrect. Finally, unity is created by continuation. Continuation is grouping by connection. It's when something, a line, a curve, or an edge, connects one element to another. A viewer's eye will follow this continuation or connection smoothly and will group elements because of it. Continuation doesn't have to be an actual connection. Implied links are also an example. Next, we'll move into the second most important principle of design, variety. If unity is what holds an image together, variety is what makes it worth looking at. So this is obviously important. There are many ways to create variety, just as there are many ways to create unity. Creating variations of different elements is one such way, like varying the weight, angle, or length of a line. Or you can use shape, changing up the kind of shape, as well as the size, color, orientation, texture, etc. Or you can use color, using diversity in the hue, value, or saturation. In value specifically, you can vary the lightness or the darkness. You can also create this diversity and variety by using texture. Is it rough or is it smooth? So if unity is what brings a composition together, and variety is what makes it interesting, we can very easily see how these two principles are extraordinarily important to the success of a design. Not only does this have implications for a piece of art, it also affects marketing collateral and forms. Unity and variety influence whether a customer willingly picks up material or whether begrudgingly they fill out a form. Some material is nicer to look at, some forms more unpleasant than others to fill out. So think about it. We've learned the basic elements and principles of design and many implications from them. Hopefully, you learn to distinguish good art from bad art. And I hope you've caught a glimpse of how these principles often influence buying decisions. Not many of us find it difficult to write a sentence. This is because we were trained. We went to school to learn the principles and have done it thousands of times. Design is like this. Once we learn the principles, we can accomplish design that is well done. In the comments below, can you give examples of where you've seen unity and variety used successfully, or how this has helped you with your designs? If you want to try these tips in your own designs but need to know how to use the right software, check out the link to my course, Learn Affinity Publisher, below. For more tips and tricks, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and stay creative.